Forbes Breaking News. Joining me now is Michael B. Moore, the Democrat running to unseat Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Michael, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Before we dive into your politics, let's just start. Who are you and why are you running for Congress?
Well, I've got a business background. I've led companies and organizations, but my family roots in the Low Country here in South Carolina go back to the late 1700s, and I am descended from a number of people who have rolled up their sleeves and really tried to make a difference via elected office. And so if I'm elected, I will be the fourth in the last five generations of people to serve, going back to 1868, when my great-great-grandfather, Robert Smalls, was first elected to the South Carolina legislature, and then he went on to serve 5 terms in Congress. And as a matter of fact, I am running to serve in the same seat that he would be serving in now if he was in office.
Can you talk about that history? How does it feel just generations later to potentially win the same seat that your family's held? Talk about those family ties a bit.
Yeah, it's really powerful. It's important. I've grown up knowing about my great-great-grandfather. He was a Civil War hero. He was an enslaved person, commandeered a Confederate boat, sailed it to freedom, first African American to command a United States naval vessel. As I mentioned, was elected to the South Carolina legislature first. When he was there, he wrote the legislation to create the first free compulsory statewide public school system in America here from South Carolina. Did a number of things, served in Congress for 5 terms. So growing up with him, and then my great-grandfather, who was a lawyer and was in the South Carolina legislature, my grandfather, I have a cousin, Judge Harold Boulware, who was on the team with Thurgood Marshall when they won Brown versus Board in 1954. So there is just this deep legacy around me, and I just feel honored. I feel honored to be able to try to serve in this way, and I'm inspired to serve because I've got 4 sons, I've got a 2-month-old granddaughter, and I just feel like the world is much more complicated for them than it was for me coming into adulthood, and so I want to try to make a difference.